welcome back to the Goldthwaite Guys podcast.
Yeah, good. Welcome back. We have Coach Andy Howard with us this evening, and he is the head football coach of our Goldthwaite Eagles. And it's a big day today. It was the first day of two-a-days, and it was here. So we're going to talk to him about expectations, talk about the practice it was, talk about things that are going forward this season, talk about our district schedule, and all kinds of things. This is year, 3, Coach?
It's my fourth year.
Fourth year.
Yes.
I skipped a year.
Yes, sir.
Okay, 4 years.
How are you doing today, man?
Man, great.
Glad to be here.
It's officially football season.
Yeah.
It is football season.
Dude,
so it's a great day.
I've been on football mode all summer, though.
Have you?
Yeah.
Well,
We are ready.
I've never really always wished summers would go by fast, but been kind of itchy.
don't wish your days away.
I know.
We're blessed with every single one of them.
Yeah, you can slow down now.
Yeah. It's I don't know. It wasn't a bad day today. It was kind of cool. I mean,
Started off with a bang, though, didn't it?
Oh, yeah, a bang, for sure. Yeah, we were having our team meeting, and this year we wanted to have it out there by the goal board out there, the different championships and things like that. And so that was our approach, putting up last year's 2024. That's what we did.
kind of hanging the banner.
Yeah, we graduated from that. We're moving on. It's a new season, and that was the approach, was to see those years up there, but then also see not only last year, but 1963, and just the history, those kids getting to see it. And we talk about that stuff and the tradition and the expectations, like you said, in the community. I mean, a lot of the guys in this town were on those teams, and so there is a standard that's set here, and we feel like we want to raise that bar always, and our kids have got to live up to that standard, and that's what they're signing up for when they come out there and play football for the Goldthwaite Eagles. They're signing up for a high-powered program and tradition, and so they're excited about it.
Got to work hard.
Absolutely. That being said, Coach, what would you grade last year's football program or results?
Oh, just tremendous. Last year, going off that, we had a tremendous senior class. I thought they played extremely well. They had bought into the previous years and learning the schemes and then just learning the day in and day out approach of our program, and they were able to execute it, and they had to get some wins under their belt to get them to start believing that they were worthy of beating anybody. So getting those wins set our program up. It kind of elevated our program, and we just got to build off that.
Sure.
We've got to build off that, and you got to guard against going a step back. Like, we got to continue to improve and raise the bar, and that's what we were out there for today. 2015 sits up there. Mm-hmm. It's the last time we've been to the third round. Mm-hmm. And I asked a kid, well, what's special about the third round? And of course I coach for a living, and I'm in football seasons every year. But what's special about the third round? And really what I was getting at was that's Thanksgiving, right? Like, they never played Thanksgiving football, and they didn't really know where I was headed with it, but that's an awesome deal. Since so it's been 10 years since we've been there, and like I said, we want to continue to raise the bar. We want to do what we need to do in district. We need to continue to win go footballs, and then go set a high goal and a high standard, and that's kind of why we were out there today. But talking about a bang today, we were out there, and like a kind of a weird storm came through.
Mother Nature showed up.
Yeah, and there was lightning going on. We have a full-time trainer now, which is awesome.
That is good.
Dakota Brindley. She's gonna provide a lot for our program, and she's out there immediately. Lightning monitor, boom, we're in. And so it starts pouring down rain. The whole, I heard a lot of community members are up there, and we're sorry we couldn't show up out there, but we had to stay indoors, and we got a lot done.
Yeah.
We got on the board and kind of did our install on the board before we got on the grass, and I really liked it. And so there were we kind of used that today. There were adverse conditions, right? I told them, there's adverse conditions. How are you going to respond? We go out to practice, and then we got another lightning delay. We got pulled in again.
It sounds familiar with the College Station, huh?
Yeah, it does. It does.
Yeah.
And so I was like, I told them, hey, there's going to be a time this year where we get a lightning day. We're going to look back and say, hey, how did we respond day one or 2 days? We did really well. We came right back out and got right back to work and didn't miss a beat. And so you kind of use those situations.
No, it's good. And then the new year and the new school year's here. In fact, we're starting to play football within 2 weeks of tomorrow.
Yeah, the 15th?
The 15th. We will be at Crawford for first scrimmage at 7 p.m. And it's every week all the way till November 7th. And that'll be the end of the regular season. Then we're going to go into the postseason. And he talked about some big wins. There were some program quality wins last year against was it Mart?
Mart
was
Mart
the big
was
one.
That was
came
an
here
upset
and
deal for them.
yeah, came here and we took them to the woodshed.
Yeah.
As the old saying goes.
Or was it 44-0?
46.
46-0.
He would
Shut
know.
them out.
He would
Shut them
know.
out.
Yeah, 46. Yes.
Yeah, that was the when you hang your hat on.
Momentum builder.
And I think that gave the program that sense of we belong here. We
Sorry about that.
we can hang. We can run with the dogs here. And that was good. And just I think the momentum just kind of shifted from that moment on. Well, we're going to talk about this is your 4th year at the helm, and this has been first year you're just basically playing catch up from the old coach and trying to figure out, and this is just my opinion, figuring out what you got. Second year, you're getting your system implemented more. Third year, I think we saw it. You got the sense of belief. And what are your expectations for year 4?
Well, continue to grow, and we do have some youth. I mean, we're a little bit young this year, and that's okay. That's great, But again, they've still been in our system, and we take pride in from the junior high up, like 7th grade up. We take pride in coaching those 7th graders. Actually, 6th grade. We start them in the 6th grade.
Right.
And so we take pride in that, and we feel like, well, they're 4 years in our program. They should be pretty dang good.
Yeah.
Whether they're a sophomore or a freshman or a junior, it doesn't matter. Like, they understand our schemes.
There's expectations.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so I tell you, like, it's just been each year gets a little bit. I shouldn't say easier, and they never get easier, but
Maybe confident.
Confidence, and then there's a group of men out there that understand what's fixing to happen. We're not surprising them with anything.
Right.
We do what we do. And we do it at a high level, and I just think we continue to fine tune those things every year.
Absolutely. Well, let's talk about some key things that are happening from last year to this year. You basically are replacing a whole line. You had some good, buffet buster, offensive and defensive linemen, and size. Daniel Barrera, Hugo, Martinez, Wetzik, Ross.
Yes,
those are some hosses. What is the offensive line looking like this year, and defensive line looking like in replacing these guys?
Well, you invest so much in the offensive line. We believe, that's where you win. That's where you win your games up front, both offensively and defensively. And so we knew that we were going to have to replace them. Yeah. But I'll tell you, the guys that we have put out there, the guys that we have challenged to go win those jobs, have really accelerated not only their strength mentality, their program, the strength program, but trying to gain the weight they need to play there. Like, they're bought in, they're all in to winning that job and playing that job and doing it at a high level. Sure. Well, are we going to be a little bit different? Yes, we're going to block a little bit different than what we were, but we'll fit it to meet those kids, to meet their strengths.
With exactly. That's the kind of where you may have lack of size, but you may have the more ability to have the more of the speed game and the more of the pulling guards and this, that, and the other, right? And so you kind of, it's not the X's and O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes is what I've been told. So that's how coaches work.
Yeah. You got to fit their strengths. And that goes all the way across the board, offensively, defensively, skill-wise, like what do they do best? And so you'll always look a little bit different, each year, and who's taking the snaps too. That's a big difference as well.
So let's move off the line, and we talked about that. And Travis, where you want to go? You want to go secondary? You want to go skill positions?
I was wanting to catch up on the summer.
Oh, that's where he's on summer mode.
Yeah.
School hadn't started yet, huh, Russ?
That's right.
707. How do you think we done on 707?
Okay, let's talk 707.
Because they asked me last week, we had the principal, Miss JJ.
Miss Jones,
And I was there at all of them, but I can't remember. I just know that we had a rough go on the first game on the first day on some of them, but then we come back. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, so the 7-on-7 summer, and I tell those guys it's a tool. It's we're not going to win a gold football playing 7-on-7, but it's a tool that we're going to use. I mean, we can go out there and run those 7-on-7 routes right now and execute them on air and know it. And so that's what we gain from it. Plus, you get quarterbacks being able to throw the football. You also run some of your coverages that we do. We'll play some teams throughout the summer that are like 7-on-7 type-ish teams.
Sure.
I mean, the formations don't even make sense in real football. So we don't do that. We use it as a tool to get better.
Practice tool.
But to get better on Friday nights and also to build team camaraderie. I mean, it's the new group of guys, right?
Yeah.
So it was a tremendous summer season with those guys. We did qualify for the state tournament again. And
I got in trouble from my wife over that because when I went to talk about the state qualifier, she said it made it sound like y'all played one game on one day, and then the next day we lost on the first one. Like we only played 2 games. You left it all out that we played all day one day. And
so it's
I got
when
in trouble.
when you get to College Station.
Imagine.
Yeah, when you get to College Station, I mean, there's I don't know how many teams. I should know, but
there was a lot. There was 6 fields, and there was 8.
Yeah, more. Yeah, I think. I don't know how
There's
many
a
fields. A lot of fields. Anyway, so a lot of teams when we got down there. We first started off playing Ganado, who won the state championship in 2AD1 last year. Played them well. It's kind of our first little, first game. It's a pool game.
Yeah.
You're just trying to find your way through the pool as far as ranking goes. And then, so they knocked us off, I think, by a touchdown. And then we came back. And
I heard it was a morning game, right? Was that the morning game?
Yes, it was the very first one.
Game.
Yeah. And we had some opportunities, just didn't take advantage of it. And it was an experience thing, I think. Again, we're young in the back end.
Sure.
I think it was just experience, first time being there. And then we turned around and played Trinity, and we whipped them pretty good.
Yeah,
our guys got after them pretty good.
Okay.
We had a couple pick sixes, and I don't think they stopped us when we were on offense. So it was a good game. We responded really well. And then we played, I'm losing track now. It was, Hell Center. Hell Center from up north. So they're one of those teams, I mean, they've got 2 receivers right next to the football where a guard and a tackle would line up, right? Goodness. And then so this is all this stuff, and there's all these motions, and then a guy would leak through, and we just, and I don't think we executed offensively. I don't think we took what they gave us offensively. We're trying to play catch up all the time, and we got a little greedy. And so we learned from that. We got beat against Hell Center, and so that put us as a 3 seed going in. And we got matched up against Tidehaven, who Tidehaven's been the state championship in 3A the last 2 years. So they're a good program.
Yeah, bigger.
And that was the championship day, right?
Yes, that's the second day. So championship day, and Matt Stepp, who Dave Campbell's guy, he actually predicted they all predicted Tidehaven to win this 7-on-7 tournament.
Wow!
So I'm like, okay, well, we'll get some of the best. We'll get a piece of some of the best of the best team. And so anyway, we match up with them first round of the box, and it's a single elimination bracket. Like you lose, you go home. You win, you keep playing. And we played a pretty good game. They beat us by I think 8 or 9 maybe 8 or 9 points. Yeah. And and then what do? They go on and run the table. They win the whole thing.
Oh, wow.
They play Ganado in the championship, who we played the day before. So we got to see the 2 finalists.
Yeah.
So we had a tough little bracket or tough little side, but that's okay. I mean, that's why we do it.
Yeah.
And we gave Tidehaven the tightest game in the whole deal. Like we played them tighter than anybody else did. So, I mean, you can look at that as a little bit of success. We're not about moral victories, but it was we did get to see some really good competition. And here's the deal: every one of those guys that were there this year are going to go back next year.
Yeah,
and then the next year, and so. I think we grew from that.
When that was it? It's day 1. We had that 2-hour rain delay.
Yeah,
I mean, they start the clock and it get down to 2 minutes and lightning hit.
Oh boy! Oh boy!
But it was humid.
Yeah,
but it was a fun trip though.
Yeah, it's a good time.
Yeah.
I think
awesome.
You kind of referenced it too. We lost a lot of seniors, and we have a lot of young guys coming in.
Yes.
And, but some of the seniors we lost, I know we've got one going to play college ball, don't we?
Yeah,
yes.
Jacob Ross.
Jacob Ross.
Howard Payne.
Howard Payne. We're going to go watch him on Saturdays, right?
Yeah. He's doing good. I've talked to those guys, and he played in that FCA All-Star game. And I thought he should have won Defensive Player of the Game.
Yeah.
He was going. He had a great game. But it just testament to him. I mean, he saw a lot of growth through our program from when we first got here to the end. Yeah. I mean, I never would have thought he was doing some of the things he's doing. And
man can cook a mean hamburger too. Y'all need to go see him down at Ben. Go down there to Ben, the store before he goes back to school. Oh yeah, I went down there and made hamburger.
Really?
A dang good hamburger.
At Ben?
At the Ben store.
I didn't know he was down there.
Yeah.
Really?
Yep. Me and Leon Sutherland rode our motorcycle down there last week, a couple weeks ago.
Yeah. Sweet.
Yep. And he'll make you one right up.
He had to give a kind of a word for him would be a high motor. He doesn't quit. He doesn't slow down, and he doesn't
good
give
attitude.
up.
Good attitude.
Great attitude.
Yes.
So wish him well, and Howard Payne, and we're going to watch some of that and have some fun with that. But all right. Well, let's talk more summer. You go for it.
Oh, that was man.
Well, didn't we go on vacation?
Vacation, yeah. Went splash around, y'all.
Yeah.
We went down to Alpine, rode that motorcycle out there, and then went to Balmaray, swam in that swimming hole.
Yeah.
For a day, that was pretty cool.
I would like to have a poll on how many people have been terrorized by your motorcycle in town.
Oh, it's obnoxious. I keep it kind of quiet. I think about that every now and then.
No, Coach, what vacation, family time? Do you get off?
Is there some kind of ordinance on that?
I don't know, but I'll find out.
Talk to us a little bit. Vacation, Coach. Did you get some downtime? Did you get some family time this summer? And
we did. We went to Lake LBJ for a little time and stayed a couple nights there, and that was fun. That was early in the summer, and then we just kind of go. Well, my daughter was playing travel basketball, so that's where
both of them or just one.
Just one. Just one. My oldest Addison graduated.
She's going to Tarleton.
She's going to Tarleton, and then so we followed Kenley in basketball nearly every weekend, and then had some other things. I mean, it was sport related. Our little vacations and money go to sports.
Go around, that's right.
And so trying to stay the night, and or call somebody and hey, can we stay the night, shack up, or something, save some money. But we do.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
No.
He's the cousin Eddie of his family.
Good fellowship. Yeah,
that's right. So, but I went to Slitterbond last week. I love Slitterbond, and that's kind of our final. We've always done that. It's our final week, right before two-a-days.
Now, which one do you go to? Galveston or
New Braunfels? New Braunfels, all the way. Yeah.
Did you ride? You said you rode everything. Did you ride the thing they put in there and pull that ripcord, the parachute?
It's gone.
Oh, it's not there anymore?
Yeah, it's gone.
Really? You're just saying that?
It's gone.
No, it is. Really?
When's the last time you were there?
I ain't gonna ride that thing.
When's the last time you were there?
It's Slitterbond?
Yeah.
It's been a while.
Okay.
10 years. Yeah.
Yeah. I told my wife that. I was like, where'd that swing thing go? And
they ain't doing it.
Yeah. I don't know.
There.
Have you ever rode it?
No, I haven't.
I've only been to the one in Galveston.
Galveston?
Yeah. And that was fairly new then, and it was 5 years ago now. So always fun. Yeah. But we kind of been doing the same thing, just traveling all over trying to chase kids. And that's good because we only have them for a little bit, right?
That's right.
And that's this summer. I'll tell you what, let's take a break, and then we'll talk about personnel. We'll talk about schedule. We'll talk about what anything else you want to talk about?
Just here
so you don't get fired?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. If I go home, I get beat.
All right. Anyways, we're going to take a break, and we'll be right back. Welcome back to the Goldthwaite Guys podcast. We are joined by Coach Andy Howard, our head football coach and athletic director here at Goldthwaite.
ISD.
Yeah, consolidated. Yeah. And we have been talking to him about football and talking about summer and all the things going on. There was one thing I wanted to mention, a couple of things going on. First football game is going to be the 15th of August, and that's a scrimmage at Crawford. And then the next week, the 22nd, we will be here at Bangs. And the day after that will be Meet the Eagles. And I believe that starts at 6.
Yes, sir.
Here at the football field. And another couple of things is corporate sponsorship. If you would like to be a sponsor for our Goldthwaite Eagles and represent and get your business out there, there's packages. There's $1,500 package. There's $1,000 package, $500 and $300 package, and all of this will go to enhance our program, and also it'll get your name out there and your business out there, and we'll say your name, your business.
Advertisement. Good
advertisement. We'll say your name at football games on Friday, and we also have banners and things. So it's a really neat thing that we have one of the best athletic booster clubs, and one of the April Wetzik does a great job in heading that up, and these kids are.
It's all for good cause.
Yeah,
support these kids, all of them.
Yeah,
the whole program, everything.
Yeah, and April does a tremendous job, and and then we have a lot of moms, and coaches' wives that contribute.
Sure,
but
dads too. But,
dads, 7 on 7. And then, April's tremendous.
Yeah,
and I'm almost like sometimes I think, man, are we spoiling these kids too much? I mean, that's what it is. They take pride in it, and it's awesome. If we're going to do something, we're going to be all in. Right?
Support and encourage all of them. It's good for all of them.
It is.
Band, cheerleaders, all of them.
We do.
It's good.
And then again, I made this. We've been saying this. There's always a new class coming in, and football is one of those things, especially high school, college. You have seasons of good quality football and talent and skill and programs up, and then there's lesser ones, but. Always support and always be able to support. Listen, kids, if you're not involved in athletics, and not everybody's athletic, and that's okay, but you can support our athletic program, and you can be a part of it. You be in the band.
Bang a drum or shake a propane tank.
There you go. You can be in the student section.
You can go out there and blow the horn.
Yeah, you can do all kinds of things. We want the stadium and we want the crowd loud and proud on Friday nights, and you may not think that you make a difference. You do. And we have one of the best band directors I think I've ever been around, and Mr. Brewer and Mr. Farnwalt is with him now. They're young, they're sharp, they're good, and they genuinely care about the kids. So go, 6th grade, go be in band, go be part of that. And if you weren't in the band and you want to be, I guarantee you they'll switch it around and get you there. I think it's a great way to be a part of our school and the things we have going on Friday nights. So that's a big deal. And let's talk about. Are you ready now, Travis? We can go. We talked about offensive line. We talked defensive line. Let's talk now more about the skill positions. Let's go first. Let's go defensive secondary. What is our secondary looking like this year?
Well, we've got some experience back there.
Okay.
Aiden Lee will be in the secondary, moving him to corner with, kind of got a new little scheme that we put in later in the year last year.
Yes.
And so I'll move him out there to corner to the field side, and then Slade Allen's going to contribute in the boundary side. He played a lot of corner for us last year, and so
now Slade will be a senior this year.
Yes,
right?
He'll be a senior, and then Blaine Hall. Blaine Hall is going to be our field side safety.
Familiar with him?
I don't know.
Is he from here? No, I'm kidding.
I don't know. Yeah, well, I heard of him.
He's gonna do well out there. He's our field safety, and then we've got this guy called the Viper. The Viper is kind of a linebacker at 8 yards, but also can cover some.
Okay.
He's kind of. We played Luke Sanderson there last year, and so. We've got Owen Campbell there playing the Viper.
The Viper, that matches him.
That fits him.
Go get her now.
Yeah.
And he'll hit you with that sting.
He better.
He's trying.
Yeah. I'll run him over with the truck.
Yeah. And then we've got at our warrior position, our weak side safety is Scott Reynolds. Scott saw a lot of playing time last year on the varsity as a freshman.
Really impressed me last year.
He's going to play that boundary safety. And then, you can't forget about our linebacker guys. Our linebackers, we've got 3 of them. Oh, yeah. Landry Sanderson and Kason Wiedebusch are our field outside backer. They're kind of spell each other. We want both those guys to be really fresh offensively, too.
Kason's going to be a senior as well. Okay,
yeah, Kason Wiedebusch, senior, and he's an aggressive kid. He can play nearly anywhere on the defense for you. Sure. And then Mike linebacker is a returner, Walt Thompson.
Okay, sure. Oh, 2-time.
Yes, so that's right. That's right.
Yeah.
And then Hagen Greenway's our boundary backer.
The bull.
So
he
the
really came along last year really well.
Yes. And he looks like a whole different dude now.
Yeah.
Like
he's filled up.
Yes, and he's putting in a lot of work to get to where he is.
Good.
And so anyway, that rounds up our back end of the defense.
That's great. Yeah. And so that is a lot of skill. We have a lot of speed out there as well, and I'm excited about that. Now let's talk about the offensive side of the ball. We talked about the line there and how to replace that. Mm-hmm. Let's talk about receivers and backs and moving into that.
Well, we feel like we've got weapons. We really do. Like I know we've had some weapons in the past, but
we got a lot of talent.
Yeah, we've got like we can spread the field. We can go no backs. We can put 5 receivers out there. We can go 2 tight ends if we want to go 2 tight ends. We feel like we have those guys too. Yeah. And so we've got weapons. We're going to have to utilize these guys. Sure. Like we're going to have to come in and game plan how to get, this guy needs to touch the football. This guy needs to touch football. And there's kind of a science behind that on spreading the wealth, and so I love that. I love that.
That's a luxury because the defense can't cue on anybody.
That's right.
Okay, well, we got Sanderson going. He's killing us. Okay, well, let's shut him down. Okay, well, then what? You got Aiden Lee's going to do some things and Weeda Bush. And so it's really nice to have that. And we know the injury happened to Hayes. You want to give a report on Hayes and the elbow and what's going on with that?
Yeah, so, the results were as good as we could have hoped for. None of them were good.
Can I ask the question for the people that are just hearing us? What happened? What caused the injury? And
he's been playing our quarterback spot all summer, and we were looking at utilizing him there and moving Aiden out to a slot, which makes us better out in space, right? And so, and Hayes was doing, had a great summer, and we were doing a football skill towards the very end of the practice, one of the last throws of the day, and threw a little 5-yard route, put something on it, but fractured bone in his elbow, and so I don't know, it's a freak deal. I've never seen that before.
Right.
A bone fracture off of a throw.
Yeah.
But a lot of it was the growth plates are wide open. He still has a lot of growing to do, and so Martin Cadell and Hendrick Clinic and all those guys, and we got him over to Abilene Bone and Joint immediately. They got him in. He's already had his surgery. It was no ligament damage, which is awesome.
Good.
And that's it was the main concern coming in. It's just fracture, so bones will heal.
Sure.
And put a screw in there. Screw will stay in. Bones will heal. And we're week by week with him. Wow. He's already got a cast off. He's trying to extend it out. We're gonna, but he's a pup.
A few days later, he's already out there throwing right-handed.
He better not be.
I saw him this Saturday at LTAP, and he cast it off and everything. And he showed me the spot, and I was like, man, they're gonna leave the screw in. That's crazy. Yeah. But he is a gamer, and I think
tough kid.
He's super tough, and I think. When are you kind of slating him to return to full contact and things like that?
I don't. We've got a he's got a report coming in 2 more weeks, and so that's 4 weeks in. So we'll see the healing process, right? And then probably looking at 3 or 4 more weeks after that. Like I said, it's kind of a week to week on how fast this bone's going to heal.
Okay,
and then. But most bones, you're looking at 6 to 8 weeks. That's kind of the norm.
Sure.
But then we'll have a throwing program for him. We'll get him going, and we're not going to force him into anything. We're planning on a long season. We got a plan for a long season, and we'll need him in the money games later on down the road. And and we'll utilize him. If we can't utilize him back there throwing the ball, we'll utilize him defensively or offensively. We'll put him. He'll add some depth to our team.
Yeah, he's a competitor, and
get him on some whole milk. They need to give milk cow just straight up unmet process.
That's right.
Heal that bone. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you going to do that?
The alfalfa and milk.
Work on that. Yeah. So is that the only injury we have right now, Coach?
Yes, sir.
I know it's the first day of 2
days.
Things happen, right?
Yes. Oh, things happen. Yeah. Believe me, I know. Yeah, we had a wasp sting. Today.
Darn it!
But they weren't allergic.
I hope it was Jernigan.
That's good. Yeah.
But it's just that's one thing. With our numbers, 2A level, and you know, 2A is a different animal. I'm just going to tell you, like, you know, because I've coached at a lot of different levels, and you know, with your depth, I mean, you've got to be smart. How you practice, you got to get them to the game field. They've got to be fresh. You got to be able to play on the game night, and then. But then, how do you get all your work in too? And so I think there's kind of a balance between it all. Sure. And
we got a pretty tough district too.
We do.
Yeah, we do. We got Remond, Mart. Who else was?
We're going to talk about that. We got Frost, Hubbard, Chilton. All these got Wortham.
Yep.
We got a Meridian. We got a Gauntlet.
Hey, who was one we played? We talked about it last week. The baseball field.
That's Frost.
Was that Frost? Okay, we played
Frost.
them here, but JV was there, wasn't it?
Yeah, we're gonna have to go there on a Friday night this year.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's
we'll see you on second base, Coach.
I'm telling you, kicking up dirt.
Yeah. That's a bizarre place to play. One other thing I want to talk about before we get into the schedule is coaching staff. We pretty much the same, other than we lost Landers, which is I love Landers. He's a great addition to our team and our program. Yep. But like Travis said, Swanner's coming in. So talk about our coaching staff and their positions and their roles in the team.
Yeah, so Coach Edwards is going to call the offense now, and so
this is like what, year 7 for him, 8.
Yeah, he's been here.
He's been here a while.
Yeah, he's been here, and you know, when we got here, he was doing the defense and was able to hire Coach Landers, so moved him to the O line, which I think, you know, is one of the biggest hires you can make, right? The O-line guy.
Yes.
And so he did a great job the last 2 years with the O-line, really kind of, you know, got to know our offense, and he gets stuff. Like he understands the concepts, what we're trying to accomplish. And so he's been calling the JV offense, and I feel really good about him calling the offense this year. I'm excited about that,
good.
Which pulls me off the offensive side. I'm doing the defense.
Okay.
And so I'm calling the defense, and that's kind of, you know, I looked at some old scripts. Like 2015 was the last time, you know, I was a defensive guy my whole career.
Okay.
Leading up to about the last 15 years.
And even in college you played cornerback, right?
Yes.
Yes,
sir.
So that's your spot.
Yes, sir. And so anyway, I'll be doing the defensive side, but Coach Edwards is going to call the offense. And so now Coach Hagee, who's a longtime O-line coach, that is his baby.
Okay.
And he's going to do the offensive line.
Very cool.
Which he's been chomping at the bits to do that.
I've really been impressed with him.
Yeah. So a lot of experience. He's going to do the O-line and the D-line together, which he was doing D-line last year. And then you got Coach Head continuing to do our receivers, which are 4 positions for us. Like there's 4 different guys at receiver. Yeah. So that's a big task. And then on the defensive side, he helps with the linebackers. And then Coach Jernigan, he coaches our running backs, you know, and everybody thinks, well, not a lot to running back. There's a whole lot to running back.
Sure.
You know, they think he just gets back there and gets the football. Well, there's a process of getting them there and what their eyes are and what their vision is, and he does a great job with those guys. And then he coaches our outside linebackers on defense.
Okay.
And so we're all 2-way guys. We all coach both sides of the ball, from the junior high up. And then Coach Swanner, you know, I was here as a defensive coordinator, and Coach Swanner was our DB coach, and that was, you know. Back when I was here, it was hard for me to pass off the DBs because I'd always done those guys.
Yeah, that's your spot.
And when he did that, when he took over that, man, he was tremendous. And so I remembered that. And so when this spot came open, I was like, man, I need somebody that can coach our quarterbacks offensively, just because I needed to pass that torch to somebody.
Sure.
I don't think the head coach needs to be the quarterback coach.
Right,
and so he's able to mold those guys and then and mentor them. I can yell at them. He gets to coach them, right? And so he's done a good job. He understands that stuff, and then he helps me with the secondary back there. And so anyway, it's been a good been a good asset to have him.
Yeah, I think he's going to be great. And so another thing is, and then the schedule, you know. JV's always the unsung heroes. They're the ones that do the practice. They're the practice squad for varsity. What are some key spots and key players going from JV to varsity this year that we need to keep our eyes on this season?
Going from JV last year?
Yeah.
To varsity? Yeah. So, you know, we've got some youth up front. So Simon Hodge, is
he's going to be the next Jacob Ross.
He's a senior this year.
No, he'll be a junior.
Oh, he'll be a junior.
Yeah, he'll be a junior. So he came. Yeah, he came.
He could be dangerous.
Yeah, he could. He
has no fear and he doesn't have the hurt like he doesn't have feelings like
he would hurt you and then pick you up, give you a hug.
Oh right? yeah, and sweat on you.
Yeah.
He's
hey buddy, how you doing?
Man, he's
sorry about that.
The strength gains he's had. I mean, he's going to be tough to block.
Yes,
defensively and then offensively, he's just strong.
He's got a high motor too.
Yes, he does.
Just goes and goes.
We got to get him to where he can play it. A lot of snaps. I mean, that's the big deal. He's going to play a lot of snaps. Mm-hmm. And then, you're looking at, I'm going to miss somebody.
Well, we talked about Hayes was there. He
right,
moved,
yes. Talon Gardner. Talon was on the JV last year, and he'll be our tight end guy. Now, what Talon presents for us offensively is he can split out.
Yeah.
And he can come in the backfield and play tight end, our sniffer tight end, and line up as a tight end. So he can do all those elements where in the past we've had a guy that's been like a fullback, and he can't go split out. So now we can get in multiple formations with personnel, and so they can't really personnel us. We have the ability to do that. Yeah. And then Angel Hernandez he's a senior, but he's going to play a lot of that fullback role for us as well this year.
Who's snapping the ball?
Center, Jeremiah. So
Avance is
so he's the returner. He's the lone returner, and I mean, tremendous sophomore year. Like he's to have a 3-year starter at center is huge. Yes, it's huge. I mean that position is extremely important.
The captain of the line.
That's right.
I tell you, going back to Gardner, I think also if any position you put him in, it will be great. But getting him out there on passing routes, any ball close to him, he's going to catch it.
Yes,
and that's a huge asset to have.
He's 7 foot tall.
He's a big body. He's a big body,
big target,
and he uses it well. And so anything close to him, I think he's going to. That's a real luxury to have. And
he's still our foot.
Goal and short. Or short and short and goal, I should say, and or anything like that. So he's going to be
he's still the booter. Well, he's our kicking. Well. Barrera was last year, wasn't he?
Yes.
They've split time.
Talon kick on the varsity, and then Blaine, was up from the JV last year, and he's going to help us offensively and defensively both. He's gotten us so much faster thanks to Amy. His mom.
Yeah, sure. Well, it's just good genes on that side.
Yeah, I mean he's got
chasing by the pasture in the pickup.
Like he's gotten fast. He's growing up, and he's putting a lot of work too.
He's better, much as he eats and works out.
Little known fact though, Travis was the runner. Growing up in high school.
Yeah, I was a mile. Dude, I ran a mile, 2 mile cross country.
Yeah,
I went state cross country one year.
It would kill him dead if he were to run a quarter of a mile now. Though.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, me too.
I graduated high school with 150.
That's great.
Well, I couldn't wait to get 200, and about 28 I did, and I ain't seen it since.
Yeah. You ate that guy, huh?
yeah.
That's good. Well,
my wife's family could cook good, so that's why I married her. She could too.
So those are your JV players looking forward. Also, hey, one other one. I don't know if he gotten so big is that Brant Long.
Yes, he has.
Brant,
and strong, and he's quite a. I don't know where he'll be on JV.
He went with us to Alpine and Balmoral. I was going to wrestle fight with him, but
I'll tell you what,
I went and sat on the bench.
Well, he's so goal oriented. Brant is. I mean, he wants to be up there on that varsity. Right now he's on our JV and
good.
He's going to if he wants to be up there on varsity, he'll earn that spot. And that's where his mindset is, and
good.
I love that.
Sure.
Because he's put in a lot of work as far as getting to the size he needs to get to be able to play at that level. Speaking
of moving into like a little bit of a role of guys earning spots, these some freshmen coming in. One of them's your son, Blake, super fast, super competitive. Just came out with a football in his hand, right?
Yeah,
and then Luke Patrick. Luke, I think he's healthy right now, but both of those guys super super fast, and a little bit undersized. I remember back and Jackson played varsity as a freshman and broke his ankle and was out that year. So it's kind of that fine line of these undersized guys, getting them in those positions where they could possibly get hurt, but also getting them that experience. Yeah. All of it's good. So talk about our freshmen and JV coming in?
Well, we have a few of those sophomores that are JV returners, and those guys. I'm telling you, we want to keep. I said the other day when we were doing our depth chart, JV wise, I think our offensive line on the JVs is as good an offensive line we've had on JV since I've been here. It's really good, but we're going to grow them into that role, and they need to be able to play, and that's the whole deal with JV is you're going to play. I mean, there's always going to be some bubble guys. Yeah, man, they could probably help on the varsity, but they could play every single snap on the JV, and I will choose that over being up on the varsity all day long
and getting them hurt because they're playing grown men at varsity. I mean, there's no doubt about it.
Yeah, and there's some guys that mature better than others, at times, but yeah, I mean. The maturity part is, maturity is a part of it. We want to take care of them, in that aspect. We want them to stay as a group together too, as a core group and go be successful. I think this JV can be very successful.
I'm
and so, I mean, and there are some weapons out there, but they need to play the game. They're going to go to a practice all week. They need to go play that game. And I get upset when some of these coaches. In our district, will come over here and hey, coach, you mind if we shorten the quarters? No, we're not shortening the quarters. No, our kids have worked to play this game.
Shorten the quarters, seriously.
And I'm about the program. I want to build the program, and we can't build the program if they're not getting to play. And so I want them to get as many reps as they absolutely can.
Sure. No, yeah, I agree with that. And they do that. Look, we're sorry that we're up 40 points on you guys. But nonetheless, this is a good practice time for us, at that point. And we need those reps to get our second and third stringers, those game time experiences that you only get there.
Right.
And no, I'm all for that. And I get it. It's Thursday and you're from Hubbard or wherever, and you're not going to get home till the wee hours. It's part of the gig.
Well, we'll swap out next year. We're going to be coming over there.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. We do it every week.
Sure.
We have to go up there every week.
We'll get them.
Anyway, don't get me started on that. Y'all got me good.
We'll even keep Dairy Queen up somewhere up there.
I don't know what's happened to you, Travis, but you're slowly getting yourself out of the screen. I don't know. He's just slowly moved over to the point. There you go.
I was in the daze a while ago, yawn. My eyes are watering. I'm not crying.
Okay. He says that. All right, let's talk a little bit more about district here, or non-district schedule first. Scrimmage, it'll be in 2 weeks from tomorrow. Crawford.
Yeah.
And they're, what, are 3A?
No, they're 2A.
They're 2A? Okay.
They're 2A D1.
Yes. Okay. They're big school, huh?
Yes.
Big 2A. And then another scrimmage will be against Bangs, and that'll be here. That'll be our first real look at our team at home, and that's, again, Eagle Field at Gary Prophet Stadium.
You know what I enjoy? It's like Easton and all up in, I work for the district in Brownwood, so I go with it, and everybody hates Goldthwaite. For some reason, 94. They bring up 94, 85, and they're like,
That's silly.
Yeah, well, I mean, we're known.
Yeah, sure.
We're known.
Sure.
They're just going to hate us more.
Tradition, yeah. Okay, then
they hate us because they hate us.
So Junction is not in our football district. They are not in our basketball district. So is Center Point.
Yes.
And San Saba, but they're not in our football district.
Right.
But we are going to play them non-district. First, 29th. Well, let me go back to 23rd is Meet the Eagles, guys. That's a big day. Y'all get here.
Saturday at 6 to 8.
Yeah, and there'll be food here, hamburger. There's going to be cornhole contests. There's going to be putt, pass, and kick for all ages or age categories. And also, you're going to get to see the teams. You're going to get to see the cheerleaders. You're going to get to see the cross-country runners. All of it. The band, it's going to be a whole thing. So we want to meet the Eagles on the 23rd, and that's going to be a fun night. And then next week we'll go to Junction. And that's a pretty good haul, and Junction, pretty good team.
We've always done good. We played. Even when we was playing Little League, kind of, I guess, and we've always done good against them, haven't we? It's been kind of.
I thought they were pretty state ranked last year.
Yeah, they were, and I think they got beat by Shiner.
Okay.
And Shiner won the state championship, I believe. They got beat by Shiner in the fourth round.
Okay.
And so they made it the regional finals.
Yeah.
So they had a good run. They graduated some kids, but some people have them ranked still pretty high. They've got a good core coming back, and they're senior heavy this year.
So talk to me about their personnel, good quarterback, good receivers.
They're kind of like us. They have a lot of skill guys back, but they're replacing a lot of offensive linemen, defensive linemen, and so they kind of look like us. And I mean they're a physical football team. They just want to run it, right down your throat, and they're physical. Coach Freeman does a great job out there. He's in his 4th year out there as well, so they know his system.
I tell you what, Junction is one of the prettier fields as far as you may not like, but I mean just the surroundings and the mountains around, and I mean you talk picturesque. Oh, yeah. It's a beautiful place to play football. Yes, it is. Travis, you could say something. What would you have?
They're big 2A, right? I mean, they're 2A, right?
They're 2A D2.
They're with us. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because we play them in basketball district.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And then Center Point is here. Luckily, we don't have to go all the way to Center Point. Right. Thank you, Coach, for pulling that one out. Center Point, tell us a little bit about what to expect from that game.
Well, they Center Point will have a lot of returners, and they're that team that they run the triple option, so it's something we don't see, all year long, right. And so we got to prepare for them that week. That was a game that we were able to score a lot of points, last year, and so it was a good time for us to go down there and do what we needed to do to beat a team. Are we better than? I feel like we're better than Center Point, yes, but we got to play that way, So that's always a challenge too.
It's a potential trap game.
Yes, it's always a challenge to get your kids, a little motivated for those types of things, and
especially that lull between Junction, they're state ranked, right. They're good, and then San Saba's the following week, the Battle of the River, and all the tradition and hatred that goes along with that rivalry. It's that little trap spot. Hey, we got to take care of business this week because. San Saba's here. We luckily were going to get to play the Dillos here at Gary Prophet Stadium, Eagle Field.
Yes.
And that'll be the 12th of September. And then we have our bye week. That'll be the 19th. And then now starts district. And district is a gauntlet. We go to Chilton. And Chilton was our first real big test, I thought, of our program. Last year.
Yeah. So they were a team last year coming off of a semifinal run. People forget that. I mean, they're 1 year away from being in the semifinals, and they did that with a freshman running back that year. We didn't see that kid last year. He was hurt.
Really?
So he's back, and so we're gonna have our hands full with that running back that they've got, and they're a whole new team with him back there. And so, I thought last year was. It was when we kind of felt like, well, hey, we belong. When we played Chilton here at home, we got after them pretty good, and they don't forget that. They won't forget that. And so that's a huge game for us. That's a huge game to get started off on the right foot in district.
I think they're a pretty good sized team as well. If I remember, they did have a big old running back, number 14 or something like that. I may have the wrong team, but
that was Frost.
Frost. Oh.
Yeah. But Chilton,
get them mixed up
again. Chilton, they are physical and they're good. They're good.
Okay. Well, and we'll play them there because we played them here last year.
Right.
And so starting our district away, and then Hubbard.
We played Chilton there. I thought we played at Chilton.
No, they were here.
Okay.
JV did,
and I feel like that was our opener.
Okay.
Too,
yeah, JV did. Yeah. My bad. All right, that's where I was at.
Was that our opener last year as well, district opener or not?
Yes, it was.
That's what I thought so.
Yes.
Okay, now Hubbard. Hubbard was kind of JV played the second half.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
They had -16 yards.
Yeah, it was awesome. But that was a game where we were up 14-0 and snapped the ball one play.
I don't think we did that. I thought they were both defensive touchdowns.
No, one was we scored off a quarterback sneak to start it. I mean, we got a turnover.
Yeah.
Scored on a quarterback sneak and then kicked off. And Zach Rodriguez, they fumbled and scooped and scored on a kickoff return.
That's right.
It was 14-0 like that, and then we just never looked back.
Sure.
And that was a fun night. That was a program night. Yeah. Like I love getting to see those young guys get out there and play.
The whole second half.
Yeah, and
played well.
Yeah, and our seniors, our older guys encouraging them and just loving it. Like we were having fun playing the game.
Well, let me ask a question. Do you know if they're improved? What are we looking at as far as a team?
Their junior high was good. I still think they might be a year or two away from getting those guys up. They didn't have a JV last year. He says they're going to have a JV this year. So
that's right. I remember that.
So we'll see.
To that point, that is homecoming night. That is, again, October 3rd. That'll be our homecoming night. So there'll be a lot of festivities, a lot of things going on that night. Our town does it better than any of them as far as back in the stands and supporting our Eagles. Next game's away, October 10th. That'll be at Frost, the baseball field. And
Field of Dreams.
To that point, though, there was that big running back last year. That's when I thought was Chilton. Yep. And I tell you what, at the end of the fourth quarter, he did not want to touch the football. And we whooped him pretty good. I tell you what, he was big. He was big. But give us a little bit of on Frost. What are you expecting?
Yeah, I think Frost lost some of their key guys. And we did play their JV, and so they did have a kind of a program built in place, to bring some guys up for this year. And so another game where we're over there at Frost, and the conditions are a little bit different. Not normal conditions out there playing in the outfield, but
exactly
you just. How well will we handle our business, going over there?
Sure.
It's a long trip.
It is a long trip, and, it is it's just awkward. Got to get your mind around that you're in a football field.
Yes.
Now, Bremont was one of the frustrating games for us last year. This will be October 17th. Bremont, we could not stop their sweep or their end around that they had last year. And I watched it on TV actually.
Battle.
And it was absolutely enough. They couldn't stop us, but it was a battle it was basically a track meet of who was going to score last. And so talk about Bremont a little bit, what we expect.
I got a good feeling about it.
Yeah, well, Bremont returns everybody, and they were a good football team. I think they lost one of their offensive linemen. But
they was all young. They was young last year.
They were real young last year. They were sophomores and juniors last year.
Wow.
They got their running back Tank Scott. He's back.
I remember him.
He'll be a senior. Their quarterback was just a freshman last year, and so they've got them all back, and they're going to be highly touted and all that. But we're not going to back down. I promise. From those guys, and it was last year. But that after that ball game, we started to create a different identity defensively.
Yes.
And so, there's sometimes you get out of those games, you leave those games, and we gave up a lot of points.
Yeah.
But, we're working on things today because of what happened in Bremont that night.
Sure.
And I'll be honest, I think they're the team to beat in our district. And
so that's what I wanted to know.
So a lot of the things that we do and a lot of things I think of are, okay, what's going to help us beat those guys?
Sure.
And so we gear a lot of things, installing on day 1 or 2 days. What's going to help us to beat those guys? And so we got to go get them. I'm excited about that one.
I am too.
So knowing they're pretty much the favorites, that'll be a home game too, guys. So we're definitely going to need our Goldthwaite Eagle fans backing us that night.
And all them away games are a long ways off. But like I said, if you want to go and you can't drive, there'll be somebody to give you a ride.
Travis got a motorcycle and you can ride on the back.
We got 4 or 5 vehicles. We just pack them full. A little gas money, and let's go.
Now, the 24th is going to be another away game at Wortham.
Yes,
and that's going to be a 7:00 game. And Wortham, I can't really remember too much about them. I know we played them here, obviously last year, but it seemed like it was a dogfight, if I remember right.
Yeah, I thought that was looking back at the year, which we've moved on, but looking back at the year, I thought that was the game that we let slip away. I didn't think we should have lost that game, but we did, and we just gave up too many big plays in the passing game. And their quarterback was a stud.
He was fantastic.
He would scramble around and throw it up. They had that 6'5" receiver.
He's a little guy, wasn't he?
No,
the quarterback.
He was a good size. He ran the football. He was tough. He was a 4-year starter for them. He's gone, so they graduated 14 players from last year's team, and so they're going to be young. Wortham's a long haul. I don't know if it's a neat little place to play. It's like a rock stadium, and
I remember that one,
out there by Mahia. Yeah, and so it's a ways out there, but we got to redeem ourselves on that deal.
Sure, and then last 2 of the season we have we're going to actually have a Halloween game. That'll be fun. That'll be October 31st of Meridian head home. Senior night. That's going to be a lot going on that night as well. Obviously, Meridian. I think we did pretty well against them last year.
Yes.
What are we expecting out of them?
Same. Hopefully, I tell our guys all the time, like, we need to be a whole different ball club, come week 10 than what we are when we start. Like, we need to be way different. And we'll watch film. Like, we'll say, this is what we looked like week 1. This is where we are now, and that's what we need to be come Meridian.
Yeah. And lastly, November 7th will be our last game, and it'll be away, and it'll be I'm going to go ahead and say it. We're going to have a target on our back going into March.
March's the last game.
March the last game,
yep.
And that'll be the big one as far as their mindset or their attitude towards us. Do they have are they loaded up again, Coach, or what are we looking at?
Yes. I mean, they did graduate some of their better players, but, they always reload during March. There's not a year that goes by where they're not really talented and good. They have a new coach. Their coach retired.
Oh, wow.
New system. I don't know exactly what they are and what they're going to do, but they'll have a new system and a whole new program in place. And so how they respond is going to be the story, for them. But you're right. I saw that the defensive coordinator, he coaches baseball, and so I talked to him. We played them in baseball this past year, and he said we use that game. We use that game for our playoff run.
It's a talking point, huh?
So they know. They talk about us. They talk about that night.
They ain't going to forget that.
Yeah, they won't forget it. No. And so, we tell our kids all the time, like, you can't just walk on the film with Goldthwaite on your chest and expect to win a ball game. You're still going to have to go earn it versus everybody.
Right. So let's take Goldthwaite out of the things here, out of the we're going to win district. Let's have that in our mindset. But you said Bremond was going to be up there, upper echelon. Let's just call that. Who's under Bremond in our district?
I think Mart and Chilton are the two, and then I don't know from there on. I think, Wortham and then Frost, Meridian and Hubbard, down there. And so, but, I see other, Wortham lost a lot. I see everybody else improving,
Yeah.
And then March just kind of unknown just because of a new coach.
Yeah, they're basically, we don't know what kind of system he's going to implement, if he's going to do it or just leave it alone.
Right.
It's been pretty successful.
Yes.
So,
yes.
I just want to kind of reiterate, that's the varsity schedule. JV will be August 5th. They're scrimmaging August 15th as well at Crawford, but it'll be at 5 p.m. And then Bangs will be the 22nd. They're going to be scrimmaging here at 5 p.m. So JV will play at 5, and then varsity will play after that. And then it'll go to just like it normally does. Instead of the 29th Friday, they'll play on the 28th at 5.
Opposite ends.
The opposite. So if we're home, they'll be away, and vice versa.
Same with junior high.
Yeah, same way with junior high. So a lot going on.
Yep. I got that San Saba kid, that quarterback. Did he graduate last year?
No, he was just a sophomore.
He was a sophomore. Okay, I can't remember his name. He was a
Tharp.
Tharp, yeah, Luke Tharp. Yeah.
Let's talk about the Battle of the River just a little bit. San Saba, obviously, like I said, that's a very
it's a hit game,
passionate game.
It can be, yeah. Oh yeah, very passionate. Yeah.
What is San Saba this year?
I think they'll change some things offensively to kind of fit the Tharp kid and some of their strengths. I think they'll be a little more run heavy, which they were last year, but different formations. I think I've heard maybe some wing tee. I'm not going to say that's 100%. I don't pay a lot of attention to their program. I take care of ours, but defensively, Coach Gary's been their defensive guy. He's been there. They run the split cover 3. We know what they're going to do, and we just have to execute. And that was a game where we learned a lot about ourselves offensively. 2-minute offense type stuff.
Yeah.
We grew after that night, and so
that's part of it. And so I'm excited about this football season, and hope you are as well. Just again, things are going on. The 23rd is going to be Meet the Eagles here at Eagle Field, Gary Prophet Stadium, and pack it up. We're going to have plenty of stuff: hamburgers, again, punt, pass, and kick contest, cornhole contest, all kinds of things. We're going to be just introducing the cross country, cheerleading, all the sports that are in the fall, and so that'll get us going. And then it'll be go time. School is here, guys. It'll be, I think teachers report back next week.
School starts the 20th.
Yeah, and it's go time. And then again, we are in August. Just a reminder, all the food banks, second Tuesday of every month. Western Heritage Cowboy Church at 10, and Evangelistic Center at 10. Fourth Tuesday of the month, Evangelistic Center has it at 10. no need to go hungry in our county and our community. Take care of each other. And
Church of Christ got that free share deal, that free garage sale deal.
Oh, the garage sale.
Yeah, I can't remember what it is.
Greenhouse? No. What is it?
No, it's at the church.
Oh,
It's
okay.
on man, I don't know.
It's a shame.
Anyway,
It's
it's
a shame.
coming up. Just drive by there on Saturday.
Okay. Oh,
Yeah.
so
This
this
Saturday.
this
I
Saturday.
want to say. Hang on, I'll find out.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyways, go ahead. Sorry.
He's the beacon of preparedness,
Well,
Coach.
yeah,
Just
yeah.
absolutely. But yeah, that is going on this month, and then again, it's just going to be a crazy year. I'm excited about it. Good things going on.
What's in September
we have
about
a high standard. Oh well, better to be early than late, Travis.
Oh,
We've done that before
yeah.
too.
Hello.
Yeah. But anyways, Coach, anything else you'd like to talk about or make mention to our community?
No, I mean it's it's a joy to be here and coach these guys. It's just, I tell you, it's real refreshing going into our fourth year and knowing that our kids know what we expect of them and me knowing kind of how things are played out through the year as far as community support, pep rallies, like all the extras, all the extra stuff is just tremendous in a small town. And so it's always exciting to start a new year. Yeah. And, we got to take it day by day.
Yeah. There's things we didn't talk about, but the guys, our junior high program is top shelf. Our eighth graders, they have played some football. I don't even know if they gave up a point last year, a touchdown. They're seventh. Well, they were seventh graders last year, I think, but maybe one.
Is that the class Hudspeth's in?
Yeah.
And that Perry?
Cannon Wright.
Yes.
They got.
So they're on JV this year.
No, they're
fresh
eighth graders.
Eighth grade. Okay. All right. I'm with you.
Yeah. So they're going to be fun to watch. Don't know what to expect out of our seventh graders. It'll be always neat to see the new class come in and compete. But that'll be exciting. And they'll play Thursdays opposite of varsity. So just be aware of that. And so it's going to be a fun year. Coach, thank you for coming on. Travis, you got anything else?
Yeah, that thing I was talking about, September the 13th.
There you go.
There you go.
Yeah,
you got it in.
We'll
got
remember
it in.
Yeah.
All right.
That's a long time from now.
It is a long time.
I got a memory like an elephant.
Yeah, nothing gets in. All right. Yeah, God bless you guys. Y'all have a good evening and go
Thanks for
Eagles.
coming through another one of us.
Yeah,
this
is
I love it.
He's our number one guest. He still has the record for the most views.
Sweet.
Oh, yeah.
Sweet.
The very first one. So the inaugural one. So
we're going to have to try to beat that sometime.
Well, maybe this one. Maybe this one.
We got to get Russ wearing black and gold next time. He's over here.
I did the Ranger
At
thing.
least it ain't the Astros.
I did.
Yeah.
So
Or
I'll do
UT.
better.
Yeah.
Are the Rangers? How are they performing right now?
They're doing really good right now.
Are they?
They were the best team in baseball in the last 2 weeks. So.
Really?
In the last 2 weeks.
So unfortunately,
Streaky.
they have 162 games in a season.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah. But anyways, we're gonna have fun this year. God bless you guys. We'll see you around the bend. This is us.